Welcome to my first ever online video for yoga. As part of Plymouth Yoga studio shutting down due to the coronavirus, we are trying to still help our students to practice at home, to practice the social distancing and taking responsibility for overall health, but still wanting to get that movement in. Today would have been a day where I taught power yoga. So I will be doing that with all of you today. It'll be more of a beginner power yoga where we won't be trying to do anything too drastic, but still trying to get our heart rate pumping and find that power and that fire within us. You are joining me today at the Seven Stones Acupuncture Studio in Cascade, Wisconsin. So I'm very gracious to be able to use this space offered by Scott Bartell, the owner of Seven Stones Acupuncture and Wellness. I am also, if you follow me on Instagram at Yoga Deidra, I just announced that I am pregnant and will be having another little being join us come September. So welcome this little being on us with this journey. I'll not only be doing my normal Plymouth Yoga classes, but I also will be starting to do some prenatal yoga and some different techniques that we can do, different pranayama or breathing exercises, meditations as well. So just stay tuned for information on that as well. All right, well, let's just get started. Just find a nice comfortable seat. I used a blanket today. If you do not have access to one, you don't need one, but it just helps to elevate your hips just slightly. I just have it folded up and have the crease nice out towards me so that I don't have to sit on the fold. So it's just a nice way to elevate your hips and get centered over your spine. So finding a nice comfortable position. You can find it seated, more of a constructive seated, legs out long if you'd like, whichever way feels best for you. And just get in touch with your breathing, centering your head over your heart, your shoulders directly over your hips. A nice elongated torso for a nice clean breath. And as part of my Plymouth Yoga classes, I always start off with a little introduction or an intention that we'll be doing today. So for today's intention, I'm sure all of you know what is spreading rapidly throughout the world right now, creating huge amounts of fear and anxiety for many people. I want us to take time today to thank our bodies. They are amazing creations. And as of today, each of us woke up healthy and wanting to better our bodies with yoga. Take a moment to thank your body. Allow love for your body to circulate throughout each part, starting with your extremities and working its way in. And allow that love to look like clean, white light that is revitalizing your cells and washing out anything toxic from within. Repeat to yourself, I am healthy. My body and immune system is strong. I will survive and get through this fearful time. I am healthy. My body and immune system is strong. I will survive and get through this fearful time. I am healthy. My body and immune system is strong. I will survive and get through this fearful time. And now let's allow that clean energy to continue working through our bodies throughout practice, but let go of this fear and simply be here practicing yoga. So staying in a seated position, Still, again, grounding yourself and visualizing that light circulating throughout each part of your body. Let's just start by doing some normal breaths, flowing in through your nose and out through your mouth or your nose, whichever is most comfortable today. Drawing that breath inwards, allowing your belly to expand and then your chest. And on the exhale, you feel your chest fall and then your belly. Again, you take another deep inhalation in and a complete exhalation out. Just go through a couple rounds of breath there on your own. I'd like to do a pranayama breathing exercise with you today that can help with relieving stress and anxiety, and especially during this fearful time. It'd be a great tool for you to use whenever you're starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed. It is called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. It is essentially where your nadis are, throughout your body, are being cleansed as you're only breathing through one nostril and then the other. We are going to be talking about three major nadis in our bodies today. The central nadi that goes from the bottom of your spine all the way up your spinal column is called your Sushumna nadi. Then we have our Ida and our Pingala nadis. They cross in a double helix formation all the way up through the base of our spine, branching out from the third eye to the left and right nostrils. The Ida Pingala, or the Ida nadi, is our moon channel for its cooling and gentle nature. It's said to regulate the parasympathetic nervous system, calm the mind, and nourish our softer aspects. We have the Pingala, or the sun channel, which conveys our strong energy and governs the sympathetic nervous system. So this breathing technique cleanses and balances the flow of these nadis. And so just take a moment as we're going through this technique to just be there within your body, see which side feels like it's a little more dominant than the other, or maybe they feel a bit even, and just take notice of that as well. I will demonstrate what it looks like, and then we'll guide through several rounds of this, me doing this for you. So what it looks like is I'll have my left hand resting on top of my left thigh, and I'll use my right hand to plug up either side of my nostrils. My right thumb will plug up my right nostril. I'll have my index and my middle finger either outstretched long or resting atop my palm, my inner palm. And then I'll use my ring finger and my pinky finger to plug up my left nostril. I will begin breathing in through both nostrils, plug my left side, and exhale fully. Holding at the bottom, I'll switch to my right nostril and inhale fully all the way up to the top, holding once again, and then exhaling fully out my left nostril. I'll hold at the bottom, switch sides, once again inhale through the right. Again, going through several rounds, we'll finish by exhaling through the right side and then inhaling through both nostrils. So this is what it looks like. Beautiful. So let's try that all now together, and I will guide you once again through this. So have your left hand resting atop your left thigh. Let's inhale fully through both nostrils. Use our ring and pinky to plug up our left nostril and exhale fully out the right nostril. Hold at the bottom, switch, plugging up your right nostril and inhale through your left. Holding at the top, exhale left nostril. Hold at the bottom and switch, inhale right nostril. Hold at the top, exhale right. Switch, inhale left, exhale left. Switch, inhale right, exhale right. Switch, inhale left, exhale left. Switch, inhale right, exhale right. Switch, inhale left, exhale left. Switch, inhale right, exhale right. Switch, inhale left, exhale left. Switch, inhale right, exhale right. Switch, inhale left, exhale left. Once more, switch, inhale right, release both sides and exhale fully through both nostrils. Now just go through a couple more rounds, allowing your breath to stabilize and just noticing the difference between the two. Let's bring a little bit of movement in with our arms. On an inhale, we'll draw our arms up overhead, and exhale, allow them to float down by our sides. Inhaling them upwards, and exhaling them down. Inhaling, feeling a little bit of resistance as you raise your arms up, and exhaling, imagining as though your arms are flowing through water. Again, with some resistance on the way down. Again, inhale upwards, and exhale. On your next inhalation, let's really reach as high as we can up towards the sky, lengthening your spine long. Let's reach up even higher with an extra inhale, and then grab our right wrist with our left hand. Find length once again, and then reach over towards your left. Anchoring down through both hip points, feeling the side body stretch, stemming from our lowest part of our hip, reaching all the way up to our fingertips. Use your inhale to reach back upwards. Grab the opposite wrist with the opposite hand, and let's bend over towards the right. Exhale. Again, keeping both hips anchored. This reaches coming from the hip and reaching out through the fingertips. Use your inhale to reach up once again, and exhale both hands down to your sides. Let's remove this blanket if you've been sitting on one, and find yourself in a tabletop position, stacking your hands directly below your shoulders, and your knees are directly below your hips. We're going to move through some cat and cows. So your feet are going back parallel behind you, have them anchored into the floor, and your fingertips are spread out wide. On an inhale breath, you're going to tilt your tailbone up towards the sky, dipping your belly towards the and reaching the crown of your head upwards towards the sky as well. And the exhale, you start to round your tailbone down towards your mat, arching your upper back now upwards and allowing the crown of your head to reach down towards the earth for cat. Again, inhale, you draw that tailbone up, allowing your belly to dip and your heart to shine forward for cow. And exhale, rounding that tailbone down, arching your upper back, allowing that tension to melt in cat. Go through these a couple times at your own pace with your breath. Allowing this movement to stem from the base of your tailbone and end with the top of your head. As though your spine is undulating upwards like a wave. Find a neutral tabletop position once you're satisfied. And let's find a little bit of opposite balance movement down on the ground. So let's extend back just our right leg. We're going to have it either lower on the mat or raise it so that your hips are both parallel to one another. And let's extend out our left hand as though it's about to shake someone's hand. Feeling yourself lifted in your lifted limbs. Let's on an inhale breath, curl ourselves inwards, our elbow to our knee, and exhale, extend back out. Inhale in, exhale, extend. Inhale inwards, and exhale, extend. Find your neutral tabletop position. Let's extend back our left leg this time, either on the mat or once again raised above. Reach your right arm out in front of you as though you're about to shake someone's hand. Having your toes point down towards the mat. Let's use our next inhale breath to curl ourselves inwards, elbow to knee. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, curl in. Exhale, extend. Inhale in once more. And exhale out. Find your neutral tabletop position. And then let's just find a child's pose. You can bring your knees to the outer edges of your mat and your toes point in. You're just gonna sink your hips back over your heels and reach your arms out long in front of you, allowing your forehead to touch the mat. Feel yourself surrender your body here. And once again, visualize that white light starting to circulate throughout your body as we've been starting to move it, building that power slowly. Take a couple more rounds of breath here. Using your next inhale, you can look up. Draw yourself upwards, curl your toes underneath and lift your hips up and back to your first downward facing dog. Your hands can be about shoulder width distance or even a little bit wider if you'd like. Fingers again pointing towards the front and spread out wide. Your feet are also hip width distance or again a little wider if you'd like. And you can start to pedal it out here, lowering one heel and then the other. Allowing your hamstrings to stretch open. Your head is between both of your arms. Your hip points are reaching up towards the sky. Your whole body is making a nice mountain-like shape. Soon allow gravity to just bring your hips close towards the mat. It's okay if they don't touch. And it's perfectly fine to have a micro bend in your knees as well. Using your next inhalation, you can look up towards your hands, make a bend in your knees, and then walk on up towards a forward fold. Again, you can be hip width distance apart in your feet, or a little bit closer if you'd like for
For my little belly that's starting to grow, I need a little bit more distance between my legs. You can either bring your hands down towards the mat, really focusing on the hinge of the hips so your torso is draped over top your thighs. And you can walk from side to side, again, finding a little bit of a side body stretch. Or again, if you'd like gravity to do the work for you, you can clasp your hands on your elbows and go to more of a ragdoll position. And once again, just surrender. Let it all out. Feeling the tension release, and melt down onto your mat. Finding stillness. Use your next inhale to bring your hands to either your shins or up on your thighs and make a 90-degree angle with your body for a halfway lift. Reaching the crown of your head forward, your gaze is down straight to the earth. Use your next exhale to release yourself back down, forward fold. Grounding down through your feet, help lift you up, engaging your core, your arms come up overhead, and exhale, your hands can come to your heart. Center yourself here. Collect your breath. If you're feeling dizzy at all, I bring my hands up to my third eye to really help ground myself. Let's go through a couple rounds of sun salutations. So again, going to the tops of your mat. Let's inhale, our arms reach up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat and make your way to a plank pose. Finding your stability, inhale here. Exhale, reach forward and lower yourself down, chaturanga, elbows hug in. Inhale up to your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale up and back to your downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal it out, take a breath. Using your next inhale, look up towards your hands and make your way on up towards your forward fold. Exhale completely. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Ground down through your feet and lift yourself all the way up overhead. Arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, once again, arms reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. This time, let's step back our right foot. Coming towards a low lunge. Your knee is directly over top your ankle here. And finding length as you shine your heart forward for an inhale breath. Plant your hands down, step back towards a plank position. Stay here for another inhale, building your power. Exhale, lower yourself down, chaturanga. Inhale up to your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. On your next inhale breath, you can bring your right leg to the center and inhale your left leg up and back behind you. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to rotate your hip, bend this knee to 90 degrees and find that light breathing into your hip space. Keeping your shoulders parallel to the front of your mat. You can inhale your hips back towards center. Let's hug this knee to nose. Step it on up, low lunge, inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Exhale completely. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Ground down through your feet, lift yourself all the way up overhead. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, once again, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release down. This time, step back your left foot. Find a low lunge. Inhale, shine your heart. Exhale, plant both hands on the mat. Step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself down, chaturanga. Inhale up to your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Using your next inhalation, lift that right leg up and back behind you. And then rotate your hip if you'd like. Open up to the side, bend your knee to 90 degree. Again, shoulders are parallel to the front of your mat. Let's inhale your hips back towards center. Exhale, hug your knee and knee to nose. Inhale, step your right leg up, low lunge. Exhale to your forward fold, step your left foot up to meet the right. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Ground down through your feet and lift yourself all the way up towards standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands towards heart. Once again, let's just find our breath. If you'd like a drink of water, now is a great chance as well. Knowing to listen to your body. Is very important. If at any point in time you need a child's pose or just to simply give yourself a rest, please do so. We are not going to be trying to find our realm of pain here today. We're going to find a sense of release and feeling good within our body. So let's have our palms facing the front. Bring space between your ears and your shoulders. Find length upwards from your heels all the way through the crown of your head, mountain pose. At the top of our mat, let's once again inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, release down, step back your right leg once again, low lunge. Inhale, shine your heart. Exhale, let's put our heel down, so we're moving into a warrior one position. The split is going to reach about 1 or 2 o'clock if you're thinking about a face of a clock. Then you're going to ground down through your feet, lift yourself up, warrior one. And again, you might need to play with a little bit of the distance here. There should still be a nice wide stance. You're going to want to make sure that your knee again is going directly over top your ankle and you can still see your toes. Really anchoring down through this back heel, you're going to hug muscle to the bone all the way up into your hip point. Finding that solid foundation so you can feel nice and weightless in your upper body. Palms are facing one another, feeling bright and powerful. Let's flow with our breath. So on an inhale breath, we're going to tilt our torso forward, bring our arms to cactus. Lean over our leg. Exhale, reach back up, warrior one. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, lean. Exhale, reach. One more time, inhale, lean. Exhale, reach up, warrior one. Go through another round of breath. And on your next exhale, plant both hands in the mat. Low lunge. Step back, plank pose, inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself down, chaturanga. Inhale up to your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let's lift that left leg up and back behind us for a stretch. Hug our knee into our left tricep. Exhale back. Inhale, right tricep. Exhale back. Inhale, right through center, knee to nose. Step it up, low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, step your foot up to meet the front. Forward fold. Exhale completely. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ground down through your feet, engage your core and lift yourself all the way up towards standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands towards heart. Let's inhale once again, arms reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Let's step back our left leg this time, low lunge. Inhale, shining your heart. Let's ground down through this back heel, preparing for warrior two or warrior one. This time, Our back foot is facing at about 10 or 11 o'clock. Again, if you're imagining a face of a clock. Find your foundation and then use your next inhale to lift yourself all the way up towards warrior one. And then that nice deep bend in your front knee, anchoring down through that back heel. You lift upwards with your upper body. Let's use our breath once again. We inhale, lean forward, cactus arms. Exhale, reach upwards. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lean. Exhale, reach. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lean. Exhale, reach back up. Go through a round of breath. And use your next exhalation to plant both hands on the mat. Step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let's inhale our right leg up and back behind us for a stretch. Hug it into your right tricep. Exhale back. Inhale, left tricep. Exhale back. Inhale, knee to nose. Step it up, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Ground onto your feet and lift yourself all the way up overhead. Arms reach. Exhale, hands towards heart. Take a moment here. Find center. Again, at the top of our mat, we'll inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Let's step back our right leg once again, low lunge. Find our warrior one footing. Finding our foundation, we'll inhale our arms up. Full expression, Virabhadrasana 1. I'm going to adjust myself here so you can see me. We're going to, again, inhale upwards. Let's exhale, lean forward, bring your arms back behind you. This time, raise your heel and prepare yourself for moving into an airplane pose. Your hips are again parallel to one another, just like when we were down low on the mat. You can slowly try to reach your arms in front of you for a warrior 3. Your whole body is becoming parallel to the earth here. And imagine as though balloons are lifting your extremities upwards. Finding a drishti point about 1.5 feet in front of you. Point of focus. Play here for another breath. And slowly lower your leg back down with warrior 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your hands back on the mat. Move through your vinyasa. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Or again, child's pose. Whatever you need today. Inhale your left leg up and back behind you for a stretch. Exhale, hug it a knee to nose. Inhale, step it up, low lunge, shine your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Ground onto your feet, engage your core, lift yourself all the way up overhead. Arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step back with your left foot, right foot forward, low lunge. Let's anchor this back heel down for warrior one footing. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. I'm again going to adjust my stance so you can see me. Let's exhale our arms back, lift your back heel, and slowly play with floating into your airplane pose. You can bring your arms up in front of you for a full warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. And again, play here. It's okay if you feel wobbly, especially one side is usually different than the other. It's okay to fall. Stay here for another breath. And slowly lower that back foot down. Once again, warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands onto the mat. Move back. Move through vinyasa. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale up to your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let's inhale our right leg up and back behind you for a stretch. Exhale, hug it a knee to nose. Step it up, low lunge. Inhale, shine your heart. Exhale, step your left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Ground down to your feet, engage your core, lift yourself all the way up, arms reach. Exhale, hands towards heart. Find center once again. Take a break. Grab some water if you'd like. Gotta keep this baby hydrated. Okay. We have one more set to go. Moving towards our final pose. Let's inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Let's step back our right leg once again, low lunge. Shine your heart here. Find your warrior 1 footing. Inhale, raise upwards. Find that foundation, the length in your torso for a nice clean breath. Feel that power circulating throughout your whole body. That bright white light is getting brighter and brighter as we move through practice. Let's exhale our arms back. Lift our heels and float into our airplane or warrior pose. This time, connecting our breath with our movement, we're going to inhale slowly and carefully up to stork, bringing your right leg out in front of you as though it's about to step onto an imaginary block. Your hands can come towards your heart. Again, moving very carefully and slowly, mindfully. We're going to exhale back, warrior 3. Inhale, stork pose. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale once again, stork. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale to stork. This time wrap your right leg around your left. Bring your arms out in front of you and wrap your right arms around your left. Elbows are in line with your shoulders and your hands go away from your face for eagle pose. Our final pose, peak. Let's exhale, draw yourself out towards the side,
shake it out. Let's go through a vinyasa. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands in the mat, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, hug the knee to nose. Step it up, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release back down. Grind onto your feet, lift yourself all the way up towards standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands towards heart. Gotta do the other side. We'll inhale our arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Step back your left foot this time, low lunge. Inhale, shine your heart. Find your warrior one footing. Inhale, rise up. I'm going to adjust my stance once again. Let's exhale our arms back behind us. Lift that back heel and float into your airplane pose. Bring your arms forward to warrior three. And again, using your breath, you're going to inhale yourself up towards stork. Left leg is forward, going on top of imaginary block. Again, we're moving mindfully, so if you need to go slower, that's perfectly fine. But no, it's again perfectly okay to fall. Let's exhale back towards warrior three. Inhale, stork pose. Exhale back, warrior three. Inhale, stork. Exhale back, warrior three. Inhale, stork. This time wrap your left leg around your right. Left arm wraps around your right. Elbows in line with your shoulders, fingers away from your face. Peak posture on this side, eagle pose, Garandasana. Allow everything to go back up. We'll go through our final sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow down through center. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, release down, step to your plank pose. Inhale here proudly. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale up to your cobra or upward facing dog. Really shine your heart here. Exhale your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Once you're ready, you can lower your legs down onto your mat. Knees out to the edges. Toes point in. Sink your hips back over your heels. Child's pose. Fully surrender yourself down onto the mat. Forehead rests. Collect your breath here. Feel your power, your energy swirling. Visualizing all those toxins have been released throughout practice today. And let's come back to our intention from this beginning of practice. Repeat to yourself, I am healthy. My body and immune system are strong. I will survive and get through this fearful time. I am healthy. My body and immune system is strong. I will survive and get through this fearful time. I am healthy. My body and immune system is strong. I will survive and get through this fearful time.
Go through a couple more rounds of breath here. Using your next inhalation, you can lift yourself upwards. Bring your legs up to one side. Find a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you. And let's just make our way down towards our mat. You can either rock and roll there if you'd like, or just make a nice gentle way down. Swivel your shoulder blades underneath you. Bring your knees up into your chest, and you give yourself a little hug, swaying from side to side. You can have your eyes closed or a soft gaze overhead. Massaging your spine here. Finding that groundedness from all of our flight. Just bring our feet back onto the mat, and let's allow our heels to touch one another and allow our legs to splay off towards the side, finding a cobbler's pose. You can have your hands resting on top of your thighs, or if you'd like a little bit of support, you can place your hands into fists and place them underneath your upper thighs. Again, snuggling your shoulder blades underneath. Finding space away from your ears. Whatever is most comfortable for you today. Allowing your body to cool down, your breath to find its neutral rhythm. Let's bring our feet back up. Place them up towards our buttocks. Again, reach our hands down long towards our heels, having your shoulder blades snuggled underneath. We're going to find a bridge pose from here. So on an inhale breath, I'm going to root down through my heels and lift my hips up towards the sky. I'm going to reach my chest up towards my chin, and I'm going to reach my chin up towards the sky as well. Hugging my legs inwards, not allowing them to splay out towards the sides. I really activate my glutes and my hamstrings to lift my hip points up. Breathing here. Take another deep inhalation. And slowly exhale, lowering yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae, ending with the base of your spine. Let's go through a couple cat-cow tilts here on our backs to neutralize everything. On an inhale breath, you're going to tilt your tailbone down into the mat, creating a small arch in your lower back. On the exhale, you're going to round your tailbone up, lifting your hip points slightly and imprinting your spine into the mat instead. Again, inhale, tilting your tailbone down into your cow. Exhale, tilt your tailbone up, lifting your hip points for cat. Go through this at your own pace with your breath. And then again, just massaging the spine. Let's find a neutral pelvis and prepare for our second bridge. Again, on your inhalation, let's root down through our heels and lift our hip points up, raising our chest up towards our chin and our chin up towards the sky. You can even clasp your hands underneath yourself here to raise your heart even higher up towards your chin, shining upwards. Take another deep inhalation. And use your exhale to release your hands, lower yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae, ending with some cat-cow tilts at the bottom. Let's prepare for our final bridge by bringing our pelvis back to neutral. Our hands down towards our heels. We'll take an inhale breath, root down through our feet, lift your hip points up. You can clasp your hands underneath you if you'd like. Once again, this is our last and final bridge, so make it bring it to your most 90%. Inhale once more. And exhale, slowly release down. And with some more cat-cow tilts if you'd like. You can bring your legs out naturally to the edges of your mat, more of a constructive rest. Bring your hands out towards a T on your mat. And we're going to just do some gentle twists here, a windshield wiper. So on an exhale breath, you're going to lower your legs off towards your right. Use your inhalation to draw them upwards towards center. Exhale your legs off towards the left. Inhale them up towards center. Exhale them up towards your right. Gaze now towards your left. Inhale, head back, knees up towards center. Exhale, legs towards your left, your gaze off towards your right. Inhale, back towards center. Exhale, legs to right, gaze to left. And now you can start to do this at your own pace, connecting again with your breath. Your gaze is just off in the opposite direction of your legs, completing the twist. Finding this gentle release in our spine. Once you feel satisfied, you can slowly bring your legs out long on your mat, allowing them to go splay naturally out towards their sides. Your hands down towards your hips, palms facing up. Again, bring space between your shoulders and your ears by snuggling your shoulders underneath your shoulder blades. Your eyes can be closed, or again, a soft gaze out in front of you. And we're going to fully surrender ourselves down onto the mat for our final resting pose of Shavasana. Again, allowing this white light to circulate throughout our entire body, clearing out anything that is toxic and replacing it with nice, healthy, bright light cells instead. Coming back to our breath. We will stay here for a couple of minutes, so just get comfortable. Slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Visualize your body on the mat. Start by making small movements with your toes and your fingers, your wrists and your ankles, before giving one last big stretch all the way up overhead, taking up space on your mat and drawing everything inwards, giving yourself one last much-deserved hug, swaying from either side. Do you find fetal pose on your left or your right? Allowing the last bit of nutrients to really sink in. Thanking yourself for showing up on the mat today, and thanking your bodies and muscles for all the work that they've just done for you. And when you're ready in your own time, you can come on up towards a seated position. Eyes can remain closed or a soft gaze out in front of you. And you can bring your hands towards your heart. I like to end all of my classes by doing a universal vibration of Om. It is said to be the sound of the universe. It is pronounced A-U-M, though it's spelled O-M. I invite you to join me. So let's all take a big inhalation together. A complete exhalation. An inhale to prepare. The light within me honors and respects the light within each and every one of you. Namaste. I want to thank you so much for everyone joining me today, or any day that you see this video. If you have any questions or comments for me, please don't hesitate to put them down below. Again, thank you so much, Seven Stones Acupuncture and Wellness, for allowing me to use this beautiful space. And we'll be seeing you again soon.